So back in the day, okay, bye. All right. So I got a story, and it's kind of, it was a part of my life where it was very I was traumatized for a little bit, and I was kind of scared. So I thought I'd, tell you just to if you ever have kids or a brother or a sister or anything, you need to teach them this stuff, because I was stupid when I did this, and I shouldn't have done what I'd done. So we had this thing where it's bring your kid to school. Not bring your kid to school day, that's every day. Bring your kid to work day. So I had the option between going with my mom or my stepdad at the time when my mom was married to him. I've already been with my mom to work, so I was like, let me just go with my stepdad, because he does deliveries and stuff, so he picks up stuff and then he drops them off. I'm like, that probably is gonna be fun anyway, and I've already been to work with my mom. So I was like, all right, let's go with my stepdad. So we pick up the truck, whatever. We're starting off the day, and this is how the day starts off, okay? So we enter the highway. We're going on the bend to enter the highway. This dude in an SUV truck kind of vehicle tries to pass my dad in this big truck, and it has a trailer in the back and everything. So he tries to pass him. So I'm I see in the mirror because it's right beside me. I'm like, what is this dude? What is he doing? You're being stupid right now. So I was like, what? What's this guy doing, Dad? Obviously, I'm a little kid. I don't know what's going on. I didn't realize that he was trying to pass him. I just thought he was being stupid. So my dad looks over, and he is he's not an angry dude, but he's just he just doesn't like when people are being stupid. So he moves the truck over to kind of cut him off. I'm like, first of all, don't do this when I'm in the vehicle, all right? Because for you to swerve your whole truck back is it's a, it takes time, man. It's a big truck. And you're going to kill this dude. I'm going to have to be on the news for ooh. No, but I don't want to be on the news for this guy got freaking killed by this truck but it would have been his fault anyway, whatever. So that's how the day starts off, and I'm already freaking out. I'm like, yo, it's going to be a really interesting day for me. So we go and we're delivering stuff, and people are like, oh, who is this little girl? And oh, how are you? And, oh my God, so cute. Because first of all, when I was a child, I put up a picture. I was cute. I was prime. I was in my primes back then. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened, but you grow up and shit happens. So whatever, it was just whatever, shut up, I'm trying to be with my dad and stuff, and I'm really shy too, and I do not like interaction with people at the time. So day goes on, whatever, we're done. 8 hours later, I'm ready to go home. So we get to the place where he drops off the truck, where he got the truck in the first place, and we're sitting there, and he's he stops the truck, whatever, and he's just wait in here and I will be back. I'm just gonna go tell him that I'm here and sign the little sign out sheet for the truck and what number and all that stuff. So I'm waiting in the truck, and I'm playing on my little phone that I got, because, I'm 13, this is a good time for kids when they're 13, they get phones. I don't know nowadays, I feel like they get them at 11, or maybe even 6. So I look up, I'm playing a game, whatever, I look up, and I see this couple coming towards, it's a man and a woman, and they're coming towards, my truck. First of all, these have been, this has to be the most sketchy freaking relationship. Because it was some Bonnie and Clyde stuff. First of all, I watch scary movies, and my mind is just okay, you're gonna die, this is it. These people look sketchy AF. They're wearing all black. Both of them, she's wearing black heels too. Both of them are wearing black trench coats, murder material kind of trench coats, kidnapping material kind of trench coats. So I'm oh God, this is it. I'm dead. That's it. I'm not making it home. I'm not trying to make fun of anyone who has ever gone through a situation like this, but this is exactly what I was thinking back when this was happening. So they're walking towards the vehicle. I'm oh dear Lord. And they're looking around, whatever, inspecting the whole place. And I'm thinking they're looking to see if anybody else is around to, witness this that's about to go down. So I'm sitting, and what I do as they're walking, I lock both doors. I'm screw this, you are not dying today, this is not your day. You're only 13, you got your whole life ahead of you, you're kind of smart, you look cute, you know how to play sports, you got this, this is your life. So they're walking towards whatever, lock the door. So obviously they come up to the only, sorry, I thought someone was coming in. I'm about to get murdered again. That's not funny. So they come into the truck that only has the one freaking kid in it, that has anybody in it. They come up to the truck that I'm in. So they inspect the outside of the truck, and they're walking around, and I'm watching them walk around, this Bonnie and Clyde couple. So I'm like, oh God, that's it. Like, this is gonna happen. It's so easy to bust the window and, like, you know, snatch me out of it. So whatever, he goes to open the door. Obviously I locked it. And he's like, open the door, like through the window. I'm like, no, screw you, dude. I ain't dying today. Like, I'm young. I'm innocent, kinda. So I'm like, I'm holding on to the console on my phone. I'm like, no, this is not happening today. He's like, open the door, I'm the manager. My dumb self at 13 years young decides, just because he says he's the manager, literally anyone could say they're the manager, be lying. I didn't think lying was a thing back then, but then you grow up and you realize the world's a different place than what you thought it was and stuff. So I open the door because he says he's a manager, or I unlock it. He opens it up. He's like, oh, whatever he said back then. I didn't record it, so I can't recollect what he said. So he, whatever, comes, but you know trucks, you have to step that one step in. So basically there's a step and then you enter the truck because it's like a big thing, you know what I'm saying? So he takes that one step up. I'm like, oh my God, like this is it. I'm shaking and I'm about to cry because, like, what do? You're 13. I don't know what's going on. So he's like, oh, says whatever he says, and I'm like, and my heart was like it was just, and like, I thought I was gonna have a heart attack at 13. Like, it's either I get murdered or I have a heart attack at 13, or, you know, you're like, this is it. So he steps down, whatever, closes. He's like, okay, bye, whatever, closes the truck. I'm like, first of all, dude, do not say bye to me. You are a murderer. Murderers don't have feelings, so they don't say bye. What are you doing? So he leaves the truck. I lock both doors, like, so quick. I'm out here like, and I pick up the phone. I'm like, call, obviously, my mom, because the police can't do anything at this point. My mom's more effective than the police anyway. So I call my mom and I told the whole situation. I'm like, yeah, mom. And obviously I'm like trying to talk because I'm crying at the same time. And she's like, calm down, what's going on? And she's like, what, he left you alone? And like, she didn't go, but she's like, what? And I'm like, so she's like, okay, you lock the doors. I'm like, yes. She's like, okay, now I want you to just stay in the vehicle. At this point, I'm saying to myself, do I have to learn how to drive at this point? Like, to, you know, do this? Like, to drive away if they try to come back? So she calls my stepdad or whatever, and my stepdad comes like 30 seconds later because she's a pretty scary person when it comes to her children. You know, she gotta protect the kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like 30 seconds later, he comes and he's like, you okay? Like, she just called me and, like, you know, says all the stuff that she said. I'm crying. Like, I've never cried this much in my life. And he's like, wait, what? Because it's normal to him. He's like, you know, these are his people. So it turns out in the end, it was his manager. And he wasn't a murderer, I think. I don't know what that trench coat, if he isn't, I can't be, you know, this might be true, you know what I'm saying? So he is like, okay, let's go. You need to, like, I need to show, like, just tell you that this is a normal dude, apparently. And he goes and he takes me inside. Last person I want to see is this man and his girl. I do not want to see them together. They just almost murdered me. And in my eyes, he's already a murderer. It doesn't matter if he did or didn't do it. He did it to me. He's been murdering kids since he was young. All right? It's not funny, but, you know, this is what I'm picturing in my head, that he's already, you know, he's a kidnapper and all this. And, like, I'm young and impressionable and stuff. So he's like, hi. And I'm still, like, sniffling and, you know, my eyes are puffy now. I'm like hiding behind my stepdad because I'm not dealing with the stuff no more. Like, I'm traumatized. Let's go home. Like, I did not want to come here in the first place. I'd rather be in school, trying to learn but not paying attention at the same time. Like, I'd rather just be there. So he tries to shake my hand. I'm like, no, I'm not having nothing to do with you. So we leave. I didn't talk to my stepdad, I'm pretty sure, the whole way home because I'm freaking, like, I'm scared. Like, I'm 13 and I could have gotten kidnapped. We got home. My mom obviously had stuff to say. All right. So that's just, you know, it's funny because I barely tell anyone this story. I told my sister literally like I told her like a year ago, and she's like, how come you've never told me this story? And I'm like, okay, you know, people try to repress stuff. All right, but just thinking about it now, like, honestly, people need to teach their kids not to, even in situations like that, when they lie or, you know, you think they're lying, even if they're telling the truth, don't assume, because I could have gotten kidnapped and I couldn't have been making these nice videos, you know, and, you know, I couldn't have been doing the stuff that I'm doing now because of this whole situation, me being dumb and opening the door for him and her and some Bonnie Clyde looking at people. So I just thought I'd let you know, you know, I'm not trying to make fun of anyone that has ever been kidnapped, you know, has been through a situation that I have been through, because this is a legitimate situation that I went through. And, you know, it was a little traumatizing for a bit, but, you know, good thing that it didn't happen. So just be safe, you know, let your kids know, or let your sisters, your younger sisters and brothers know that this stuff can happen. Don't scare them into thinking everybody's a freaking stranger danger, but, you know, just to be aware. So that's it, you know, if you want to hear more stories, because I got a lot, you know, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, share it with your mom, your dog, your hamster. If you still own a hamster, I don't know if hamsters are still a thing. They were back in the day. Crazy. So, yeah. Peace!